everyone. Let's re-roll. We're here.
We're back.
And James, you can cut the cameras now and the stream. We're done. Calling it here.
Wow.
It's over.
It's over.
Everyone
Yeah,
dies.
I'm done. I can't work like this. Welcome everybody. We're back. It's my cat is over there yelling. It just weirded me out for a second. I didn't know what the hell I was hearing. He's got his little mousey. He's playing. And he wants me to know that he caught a mouse. But we are live, of course. It's Friday night, which means you get to spend time with us, specifically me. The others, of course, are they're a good thing, but nothing like spending time with me. And tonight is a special night because we get to start a campaign that we've been working on for a while, that we're all very excited about. And it's a brand new system, brand new world, brand new everything for us. So much that, I don't even know what characters are playing.
That's a lie.
That is a lie. I do know which characters you're playing. I only learned what character James was playing yesterday.
Yep.
That's just how James works.
I mean, that's still
James
more
only
time
knows.
than usual.
Yeah.
Very true.
James gives me
I usually craft it like right before we go live.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I
it
love
is
James's
like, I ate the rule book and I consumed the knowledge literally. And then James knows how to play. But if you're wondering what we're playing Masks, of course. Mask by Magpie Games. Masks is a teen superhero game that is all about teamwork and overcoming obstacles and friendship and emotions. It's a very emotionally driven game. So much that's exactly how instead of damage, you have to deal with emotions.
It's true.
And we will be exploring their characters in the world that I have created for them and what it means for them to have to navigate a world that isn't, well, not even necessarily, really is not made for them to work in. And we'll get into the particulars in a moment, but I'm very grateful for that we're all here and that we're back on track. We're doing great. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's supported us recently, and everyone who's just kind of, been hanging out, having fun, and re-roll. And yeah, now we're back on to our normal shit, and Friday nights are back. That's right. We're back on a regular schedule. So, I think we will introduce your characters in just a little bit so we can get through this opening. Now, before we start, any questions, anything, any grievances you want to air about me in particular?
Yeah, you shat on Elvis.
I did. I don't know why they won't believe that I shit on Elvis. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I did a thing. Am I proud of it? Yes.
Probably.
I am. Intensely. It is something that I think most people don't get to do. So yeah, I'm proud of what I did.
Right.
Awkward drink pause.
Well,
And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing tonight and for the foreseeable future. I don't really know how long this game is going to be.
We die.
You don't die in Masks.
I mean, I do.
me.
Yeah. Well, we'll find a way.
Because I'm special.
Won't we? Yeah. I'm going to kill your character like I killed Jared's character. Just.
Wow.
In the meat grinder, he's in the spot.
That's right. Just
Upstream.
shove them feet first into industrial shredder. That's the opening scene that I have written. It's gruesome. It's visceral. And
Also
honestly, it's a
cool.
little cathartic. Really. Yeah. Sorry, Jared. That's what happens when you you walk out on this guy. Yes. So, yes, we'll miss Chadley. Chadley will be forever in our hearts and an industrial grinder. So.
We're in our hearts and in our pizza.
That's right.
We're eating him.
Delicious.
That's what this game is about.
Cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, my wife did ask me today if cannibalism has ever been featured in my games, and I think
it has.
It has been, yes.
It's K8 Jumbo.
That's right. That's right, Jumbo. So I told her
K8 Jumbo. Gabby ate the
homeless guy.
The homeless guy and the algebra teacher.
Oh, I forgot about the algebra teacher. See, well, lots of cannibalism on Roll a Roll. That's what you're gonna get. Good morning.
On
reroll.
What? I'm sorry. What was that?
God.
Reroll.
Okay, good.
Listen, okay. I've spent the last about almost 4 years saying one thing, and I'm still getting used to it, James.
Well, then maybe slow down. Use your thoughts, and everything will be all right.
You think? Yeah.
Use your words.
I don't know how to use words, and I can't slow down, James. I'm a speed demon. Okay.
So stop doing speed.
I can't. Well, if I took speed, it would slow me down.
Well,
because of the chemical makeup of my brain.
Nerd.
Yeah. But we're getting off track as we always do. As I said, we're playing Mask tonight, so get ready, buckle in for some sweet superhero storytelling with teenagers, which is not weird or perverted, I promise.
It's fantasy.
That's right. And there is a specific reason I said that, but no one will ever know. Now, this game is called Beacon of Sin, and there's a reason for that. And I'll get to that in a moment. So, this story is going to be taking place in a city on the coast of which state? You guessed it, Washington. Wow, how original of me. Yeah, so Washington State, it's a little bit like a mixture between Seattle and Las Vegas, because Gleam City is known for its markets. It's like fish markets and its entertainment sector, right? And I even wrote down somewhere what it was called.
Which part are we talking about?
Oh, I haven't shared anything with you about this.
Okay.
Because in fact, I only wrote one paragraph.
That's true.
So, but yes, I call it the oceanfront. It's a 5-mile long section of gambling, restaurants, and entertainment. That is what you can expect in Gleam City. It's built around adult centric entertainment, and not that kind.
Oh,
well, probably some of that kind.
I mean, good.
Now, and another thing that Gleam City has been known for a long time is its superhero team. It's a famous superhero team called the Golden Collective. Now, the Golden Collective, I believe there's a list somewhere of everyone that was in the collective. I'm getting to it right now. Pulling it up. That's right. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, I should already have this up. Do you have the list?
Me? Yeah, I have the list. It's under the heading of the collective. It's
oh, there it is. Yes.
Paragraphs down.
I got it. Yeah. So the Golden Collective was led by their. We'll get to him in a second, but his name is the Silver Defender. There's the Vigilant. There's the Snowman. There's Rat Man, the Zygomite, Mr. Magic, and Lady Lightning. And of course, the newest member of the collective was the Midnight Man. And that group of superpowered people protected the city and, the worlds, I imagine, as well. Until a scandal broke out. That's right. They might be superheroes, but they are human. And what happened was that the leader, Silver Defender, was trafficking drugs. Hard drugs, if you can believe it. He was in the drugs game. Hard cocaine, heroin, all that good stuff, right?
Oh,
And
not like the light cocaine?
no,
Or
hard
soft cocaine?
cocaine.
Okay, gotcha.
Hard cocaine.
Chewy cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine ropes.
Cocaine gum.
Cocaine gum. Yeah, that's right. We're playing Red Dead here. Delicious. Why did I log myself out of Roll20? Let's do that. Let's get back in there.
Because you're a big old meanie.
I'm a big old meanie. So yes, the Golden Collective was rocked by a scandal. Their fearless leader was corrupt. And then the rest of the team were investigated, and there were little things that came out. I believe, I'm sure I wrote other stuff.
Second paragraph.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. It's a different paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. That's right. Yeah. There was family drama that came about with certain members. There were yeah, and
Birds.
just other things that have come out about these people. Now, nothing was as bad as the Silver Defender, but the city's faith and outlook on the group was shaken, which leads us to right a few days before we are about to start. The Silver Defender lost it. He lost it and went on a drug-fueled, murderous rampage of the city. Over 150 people were killed, and that and more were injured in the rampage, and it took the remaining sane members of the Golden Collective to take and kill him. There's no bringing him to justice. He was killed, and so the city is. Well, it's mourning. It's mourning for the people they lost, mourning for the heroes that they believed in, and just mourning for what used to be. And that's where we're going to bring ourselves out about now, is that the mayor of Gleam City has a press conference. This is several days after the incident. And now the real intro begins. I had to dump all that on everybody, huh? That's right. Yeah, I saw that, James. Cocaine Beard. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. The Silver Defender's got a bunch of cocaine and just was like, "Fuck, I gotta kill a lot of people." Sorry, you thought this was gonna be some, lighthearted teenage shit. Nah, this is gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark, and probably so sad somewhere along the way.
No, we don't do that here.
We don't do sadness. So, let me read my intro. Let's get into this, and then we'll introduce their lovely characters, and then I'll never talk again.
Huh.
Lies.
We can only hope.
I know, we can only hope. Gosh, my back. I'm just a mess right now.
We should call this stream here.
Yeah, you know what, James? Just cut it. Cut my mic. Just do it. So, it's a cold February morning in Gleam City. But that does not deter the crowd of people gathered outside of City Hall. It's about 10 a.m. And being just a few days removed from the city's most tragic event, any reporter or news network worth their salt stands waiting for the mayor to speak, bundled for the biting wind. And many ordinary citizens are also gathered, wanting to hear what their good mayor has to say and what she plans to do. 30 minutes after the scheduled start time, and after some very rude and annoyed tweets from citizens and journalists alike, uh, the city hall doors open, and Mayor Ruby Julian steps through with Lieutenant Mayor Roscoe Buckets to her left. And yeah, I see you making that face. Don't hate on Roscoe. And of course, and what is unexpected is to her right is billionaire Francis Mercury. Uh, the trio moves to the podium, flanked by Gleam City's finest, at the top of the grand steps leading up to City Hall's ornate entrance. The mayor moves to the podium, a grim look on her face, and the murmurs of the crowd of journalists and citizens alike dies down as she prepares to speak. Now, Mayor Ruby Julian is in her early 40s. She's a very pale-skinned woman, very unremarkable. She's not anyone that would stick out of the crowd except for this massive mane of bright red hair. Um, and it's tied very tightly back right now. She's looking the part of someone who's, uh, grimly determined. You can tell that she's been up for a good while. There's dark circles under her eye and under both of her eyes, not just one. And they kind of gaze out to the crowd, kind of gauging the atmosphere. But finally, she does speak. 3 days ago, the Silver Defender was directly responsible for the deaths of over 150 people, with that number seen increases as people are either found in the wreckage or succumbing to their injuries in hospital beds. And nearly the same amount have been injured due to the actions of the Golden Collective's once revered leader. Someone who I can recall several fond moments with, that I even considered a friend. And many of you here know somebody who was lost, and you want answers. You want justice. I understand that. And this is precisely what my goal is today. I want to provide you with those things. And the Golden Collective has been officially dissolved. The rest of the remaining group has agreed to the terms. And they have been revoked of any city granted privileges. And they are to remain as normal citizens, upheld to the very same laws and standards as any of us here today. And any vigilante activity, good intentioned as it may be, will not be tolerated. We were rocked by the collective scandal, and we were devastated by the Silver Defender's rampage. But now, we are outraged. But more so than that, we are determined to set an example for others who see tragedies such as this. So the city's legislator and I have brought in someone who has always had this city's best interest at heart. Someone who brought Gleam City to life, brought it to the map, made it what it is today, and has offered their help in the wake of this tragedy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will now step aside and let Francis Mercury speak. Now, before we go any further, without revealing anything of your characters, I want to know what they're feeling in this moment, right? How they feel, where they are. Now, don't say who your characters are. We'll get into that in a second.
Where we are physically or emotionally?
Yes. In fact, actually, I do want to know who your characters are. So, before I get into the rest of the speech, I want to kind of gauge, like, as you guys, I assume, also be watching this. Let's start with James, right? James, you were late to the party, so let's talk about you. Who are you playing?
So, I'm playing the Transformed. My hero is named Shadow Warden. And Shadow Warden doesn't actually reveal, who he is when he's in human form. So that is going to be a mystery at least for a few sessions.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
I know.
But basically, he is a very large werewolf that is very against evil and does a lot of revenge killings. So he's not supposed to be a hero that does that, but that's what he does.
What he does. He's a dark individual.
Yes.
He is a dark
He's
individual.
got a very, very intricate, dark backstory.
I would have never have guessed that from you, James. Never.
But as he's watching, he noted he doesn't trust that billionaire.
I can't imagine why not, James.
Yeah.
Billionaires are our friends. Okay, so we got Shadow Warden, the scary werewolf with a sordid past.
Yes.
Arby.
It's me.
The moment you've been waiting for. Who are you playing?
Okay.
What do they feel?
Okay. I'm playing Jeanette Gemini. She is a local high school senior who, she interns at the newspaper. She's very into photography and costuming, especially diesel punk costuming. And she also works at a local pizza place called Crust Lust. Currently, she's down in the press pool, I think. And as soon as she hears the part about the Golden Collective being dissolved officially and that vigilante activity will not be tolerated, each is like a punch to the gut, and she feels like she wants to like keel over and like throw up everywhere.
Yes. So this affects her personally. Interesting.
She'll never admit it.
Nope. But it does. She's hurting. But yes. Yeah, that would make sense that she'd be down in the press area. Yeah,
she's probably with like the actual photographer for the Bastion, the local paper. Not like taking photos for the paper itself, but like shadowing and making sure that she knows how to do things.
Yeah, this is a if there's any time to learn about big events, it's now. So now that we've established where two of the characters are, Lizzy, you are our third. Who are you and what do you feel?
So I am playing Carmen Knight, aka Locomotive. And Carmen is a gender fluid high school senior with, extraordinary powers. And I think they're currently like watching it on the TV in the shop with their dad, who is an editor for the paper. And Carmen just feels, well, when the mention of the Silver Collective being disbanded, they're almost like relieved. But then the whole vigilante thing, you just sort of see they're holding like a piece of metal or something that they're using, and they just sort of accidentally like crush it when they mention that. And now they've got to get a new piece of metal and start again. And damn it!
It's a very tense moment, and a lot is right. I mean, there's a lot at stake right now. I mean, no one blames you for your reaction. I mean, if they knew that you were a super powered teenager, of course. I don't know if they would like you if they knew that, considering the political climate right now. So don't let that one slip. So what playbook are you playing there, Lizzy? You did not mention.
I am playing the Doomed.
The Doomed?
Yeah.
The Doomed is an interesting one.
Yep.
So, Now that we've established who all of you are, who you're playing, what you're playing, how do you feel in this momentous occasion, this very powerful moment for the city to take back its identity after a tragic event? And now you all are watching, wherever you are, down in the shit at the press, with the press, in a shop, or wherever the hell werewolves watch things.
In the woods.
In the woods.
Have a TV plugged into a tree.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a modern werewolf vigilante, so he's
sorry.
just on the top of the buildings, watching from above.
Of course. Where else would he
Okay,
be?
Batman.
Exactly.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, where else would an edgy teenage werewolf be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
On top of a roof, watching, probably just like, I don't know. I don't know. This.
Yeah, I'm not going to be running around going, "I'm vengeance." He's going to be like, "I'm hungry," and that's.
Oh, don't.
It works.
So, Francis Mercury, the billionaire. The billionaire of what, you ask? Well, he's a billionaire that has made his money on the gambling industry. That's right. He is the entertainment industry in this city and other cities. He's got his fingers in so many pies across the nation. But he's also diverted his attention into tech, as billionaires are wont to do. He has many inventions to his company, which I will remember. I have the name of it somewhere, and I will come back to that. But he is he seems to have wormed his way into the heart of the mayor and hopefully the people, to give them hope. So he steps up to the podium. And the one thing everyone notices about him right away is that he is typically known for that, his devilish charming smile. He's alarmingly handsome, right? But today that smile is gone, and he keeps a carefully measured look of stoicism on his face. And not only that, but his appearance seems too disheveled to be natural, very carefully orchestrated. And you can see that in his face, that it sports an unusual 5 o'clock shadow, but it's pretty tidy, if you ask me. And the usually silver streaked slicked back hair is shoved like underneath an embroidered beanie sporting the city's lighthouse logo. And every aspect of his appearance has been chosen or curated to carefully make him look just enough out of sorts for the casual glance or front page article photo. Now, he straightens his tie, which was a little bit loose than he would typically have it, and he looks out to the crowd and he says, "Thank you, Mayor Julian. And thank you, everyone here, for the support and the unrivaled kindness shown for those affected by the tragedy of the collective's betrayal. Because that's exactly what the good people of Gleam City experienced: betrayal. An ugly word with even uglier ramifications. And it's not something easily forgotten or recovered from." He looks to the mayor and nods, and she seems to give him a nod back, urging him forward. And today, we plan to never forget those who we've lost. But more importantly, as the mayor said in her excellent speech, we plan to set an example of how to recover from a tragedy. This, of course, brings us to the here and now. 3 days ago, our city was devastated and we were betrayed. But today, right now, well, his entire mood seems to shift from like calculated stoicism to a genuine, if not incredibly cocky joy. His lips curve into a smile as he motions behind him to the ornate city hall doors. As if on cue, and precisely on cue, the doors swing open. For a moment, nothing seems to happen as the crowd looks on and silence befalls the event. Then, a hulking figure steps through the threshold and onto the top of the stairs, riding itself to its full, impressive height. It moves aside so that another one can come stand next to it, and that one does the same thing until it moves down to the stairs in unison to stand behind the billionaire. Now, what you are looking at are three very tall, but sleek robotic figures that are most certainly humanoid in shape. Their bodies are made from a matte black metal that shows slight purple undertones viewed from the proper angle. You can see no visible seams, not even at the joints. And the only features that they have in their faces are the two round and purple glowing eyes that stare out at the crowd. And Francis is smiling. He's looking at them as if you were a proud father. And he looks back to the crowd. My fine city, I am proud to introduce to you my finest creation, the Mercurial Enforcers. State of the art technology, completely capable of withstanding anything thrown at them, and best of all, my gift to you, to your safety. Your lives can continue knowing my Mercurial Enforcers will engage any superpowered idiot who decides to rampage or endanger any lives in this city. And to all of those watching who think they can stand a chance, can't. This city is protected, and this city is safe. And he steps back. And we cut away from the speech as the mayor comes back and lays out the task force that will be uh, part of these mercurial enforcers. And we cut back to you guys. So, how does everyone feel about that?
Well, I'd like to test them and see how well they can handle actual, taking down bad guys.
Yeah. What about the Tuzia?
I think Jeanette literally like leaves her camera on the tripod where it is and goes to throw up in an alleyway.
Yeah, because you're right there. You see them. Like you're pretty close. You can see them. These things are intimidating. They are scary looking, right? They're tall. They're thin. They're made out of a weird black metal, and yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like the threat of it and the stress of the entire situation. She's just like camera bag on her shoulder, but camera outside of the bag, leaves to go throw up in an alleyway, and that's the reaction.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Going from what you knew before now to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, your things are about to get strange. And Carmen.
Yeah, so Carmen does not like this. They are somewhat, angry, peeved. So much so that the old, tube TV that's in the workshop, it just, there's a loud pop and it's dead, smoking. TV explodes.
Just, yeah. I mean, this is not a great development.
Yeah.
But here it is. This is the reality of the situation. This city seems to have made its choice. Cast their lot in with Francis Mercury, who gave quite the passionate speech.
It seems like the city has made a fucking mistake.
Yeah.
So my question to you three, right?
Mm.
Now that we're past the intro, now that we know it's kind of like what's going on, where are we heading from here? How do you three know each other?
That's a fantastic question.
Yeah.
What ties you together, right? And if you haven't thought about that before, well, let's start thinking about that now because there's got to be a reason. Well,
I will say that Carmen and Jeanette have known each other since they were like 11.
Yeah. We met at a convention in the bathroom, and we've been basically inseparable ever since.
Now, I have a feeling that during one of my outings, they may have caught wind of it and thought, oh, some evil beast is, on a rampage, and they came out and realized that I was actually fighting bad people, like drug dealers and gun runners.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Carmen's okay with this.
But
okay.
but they probably did witness me, biting arms off and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yes. Which
Disarming them.
yes.
Dear God.
Non-lethal use of force.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
His arms off.
No, it isn't.
Well, his arm fell off
It's
because he
just
was
a
holding
flesh
a
wound.
gun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, guns.
It's just in guns make your arms fall off.
It's
That's
true.
right.
That's what we learned in class this week.
Yeah, it's the Republicans in shambles.
I mean, technically, a tourniquet, yes. I mean, my jaws are like a tourniquet if I just don't open back up.
That's true.
Don't
Just
remove
lock it on there until they get to the hospital.
Exactly.
don't remove the weapon from the wound. They're not going to bleed out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's basic first aid.
It's like, I just
Absolutely.
saved your life.
That's right. In fact, they should be grateful. They should be thanking you from prison. Well, they can't be writing anything because you bit their arm off.
Sure.
But they can dictate a letter of thank you formally. Yes, thank you, Mr. Werewolf, who has bitten both of my arms off. And I am from this jail cell, and I'm very grateful.
Why do you
Right,
sound like
Jerry
an
Lewis?
old-timey clock maker?
What do you mean? This is just the way This is the
Wow.
accent in the city. This
Oh,
is
okay.
yeah. I
Uh.
this is what people on the West Coast sound like.
No.
It's true.
It's true. I've lived on the West Coast all
Same
my
here.
life.
Same here.
Most
and
of
no,
it.
not even remotely.
Whoa, a talking werewolf.
Ooh, I didn't know dogs could talk.
Oh, that's so offensive.
How
It
dare
is so
you?
offensive.
We go again.
So yes, so it has been established that you guys know of each other. Now, given the situation, now I'm asking a lot of questions because I want to establish some things before we move into the story, because there's masks work heavily on team dynamics. Because if people don't know how masks work, right? Masks is a game that works on labels, right? Instead of stats, they have labels, and labels are not a they're always in motion, right? Because how people influence you and how you influence people will affect who you are and how your character evolves and what happens, and you know um so you guys are going to have a big influence over each other, and we'll get more into influence as we go, because of course we will need to establish your mechanical influence over each other
Oh,
at the end of sessions and stuff. So how we determine that. So what does this do for you guys now? Are you guys like a like upstart group before this happened, or is this something that is going to make you want to like get together and work together now instead of separately? Because I imagine Carmen and Jeanette work as a team already.
Yeah, and Shadow Warden definitely worked solo. So,
The lone wolf.
such a fucking
Yeah.
cliche.
Get out of the bank.
So, but I think he's going to reach out to them.
Okay. Yeah, let's play that out.
I will say it would probably Jeanette is very I don't want to say anal about it. She's very anal about this whole secret identity thing. It's like there's no phone number or real way to get in contact with Jawbone outside of like talking to them on the street.
So basically,
If you want to get to me, you have to go through somebody else, I think.
yeah. Okay. Well, how do you reach out to them, Shadow Warden?
Carmen is a lot more open about stuff, so
Now, is Carmen isn't like their identity's not known, is it?
the original plan was, but they really don't give a shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, they have very strong feelings about secret identities and what have you.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So, Mr. Warden, is it okay if I call you Mr. Warden, or is that your father?
No, that's allowed.
Oh, good, good. So, how do you get in contact with them? How do you make yourself known? Because you're a creature of
don't take this the wrong way, but I can remember sense, so it won't be too difficult to find them.
Okay. So who you coming to first?
I don't know. Let's ask the audience. Who should I come in contact first?
Oh, well, audience.
We're going to do this Dora style. Come on, tell us.
Well, audience, who should James, who's playing Shadow Warden the werewolf, come in contact with first? I'm watching.
Okay, actually, we're going to go for locomotive because, where in the world is Carmen, not San Diego, but Knight.
Yes. And not in a crowd full of people throwing up.
Right.
She's not throwing up in the crowd. She's in the alley.
Oh, of course.
I mean...
Yes. Well, all right. So you go to a locomotive / Carmen Knight. The scene is yours.
Now, are you dressed as locomotive, or are you dressed as...
I think I'm, So, Carmen would, Carmen would be at home. They were watching it on TV, which is now exploded, but, if it was days later, Carmen would be probably dressed as, just regular civilian clothes, sleeveless, blue jeans, boots, a heavy ass duffel bag on one shoulder.
Okay, well then, Shadow Warden would probably, because he actually has some sort of reputation. So people know of him, and he's walking, in the open as a werewolf. So he feels that it's more important to hide his actual other persona more so than anything. And he knows he's pretty freaking strong, so he can always make an escape if need be. But he tries to stick to the shadows as much as possible. So as he's doing that, he would actually come up to your house, kind of of course, looking like a weird dog, sniffing around the room or sniffing around the outside until he thinks he knows
And
which,
sniffs your butt.
and then and no, and then he realizes it's like, must be this window, and he picks up a little
Yeah.
pebble, pink, pink.
What the? Carmen's gonna open the shop window or push the curtain back. Like, what the hell?
And then Shadow Warden sitting there
So-
with the boombox.
Yeah, playing Peter Gabriel,
Yeah,
Shock the Monkey or something.
it's like, it's like, did you hear the shit from the mayor?
Yeah, I saw it on the news. That's I hate all of them.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
This is so. Yeah, what's up?
Well, I think
Normally
we should start working together because I seriously don't trust that billionaire.
I don't either. That dude just gives me the fucking creeps, man. I. So yeah, I would think it would be smart for our little duo to become a trio.
I mean, excellent. And
Yeah.
yes, I promise if we do this, I will try to keep my killing to a minimum.
I mean, yeah, that would probably be a good idea, especially now. But
Unless we all feel that they deserve it.
I mean yeah, that's very logical. I think I can get behind that. Just as long as I don't have to do any of the. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that would be all my fun, so yes.
Okay, yeah, you can have it. It's all yours, buddy.
Excellent. How about Jawbone? Do you think Jawbone will be down for this so that we can form this team and
I will. Jawbone is a little harder to reach, but I can get a hold of them on your behalf.
all right. Well, I do have a friend that might be able to build us a secret lair, so I will reach out whenever it's time.
Yeah, I mean, Jawbone and I just normally use a treehouse in my backyard, but hideout would be better.
Excellent. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I will talk to you later and yeah, peace.
Hey, do you need a way to, swap phone numbers or something, or?
Well, actually, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that way we can, I don't know how to do smoke signals, so I figured, yeah, I'm gonna jot down my number on a piece of scrap paper and hand it to him.
All right.
You have to
Just
give him a new
decide,
number
like-
every week because he has different burners.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just says, I think they actually sign it like locomotive
Sell that one day.
or just loco. Like, yeah. They sign it loco. It's gonna catch on, damn it.
That's fair because your movement is loco. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. So we've established a wonderful friendship and less killing,
Yeah.
which does fit the vibes of the game. Less killing and more emotion. More
Emotional
Less
damage.
killing and more thrilling.
Oh,
That can stop me from killing people.
Oh God.
No,
So,
that's the murderer.
Carmen, you say you have a way of getting a hold of Jeanette.
Yeah,
AKA
as soon as
Jawbone.
yeah, as soon as Shadow Warden is like gone, can no longer see his figure in the horizon. Carmen's just gonna pick up the phone and call Jeanette
Hmm.
because yeah, this is their way. That's the secret. Ta-da!
But it goes to a rotary phone that Jeanette has hidden
Oh.
in the city.
Oh God! That thing hasn't been connected in 30 years. Why is it ringing?
Oh, I just got why you have a train in the background.
Yeah, locomotive. Yeah.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I just it didn't click to me. I just got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, go to that rotary phone, pick it up. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh,
I think
God.
it actually does make sense for her to have like a wall rotary.
love
This
that.
the Gemini household was last renovated in the 1960s. So
Makes sense.
Home
it's,
has been
it's a
remarkably
little outdated.
upkept.
There's carpet in the kitchen,
Oh.
Oh God.
which
My
is
grandma had that.
coincidentally where she is because she's stress baking. Again, it's her day off from work, and she's just stress baking in the kitchen while her siblings make a ruckus in the living room. You've reached the Gemini household. Can I ask who's speaking?
Yeah, it's your buddy.
Oh, hey, Carmen.
And yeah.
Hi. Yes, hi.
Yeah.
Yes, hi. Yes,
Yeah.
hi.
So yeah, how are you holding up?
Bad. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing great.
Yeah, I blew up the TV in the shop.
You blew up a TV in the shop.
Yeah, that's apparently a thing I can do now.
Interesting.
It's a mind thing and it kind of scares me. Anyway, that's not why I called, but you know, I did explode a TV, so be careful.
It's not just cups anymore.
Guess we gotta get a minion TV now.
Just a plastic TV for your room.
A plastic TV, bulletproof glass.
I don't think that would stop you. I really don't.
I'd like to think it could, but who knows? Anyway, remember that guy we met like a while back? You know, not really a guy, but a wolf person. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he
I had
just
to
dropped.
Wash off my boots after.
Yeah, well, he dropped by, came to visit, and well, I kind of told him we'd start working together. So, you know, and I also told him that I had a way of contacting you know who, but didn't tell him how that was.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, do you and this new group of friends have plans later?
I don't know. I gave him my number, but that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't. I'm babysitting right now. I can't go over. Do you want to come over?
I mean, yeah, I can. Think Dad's got the car, but you know, I got the bike. So it'd take me a little while, but yeah, I've got the legs forward. It's fine.
It's a trip you've made so many times before. I believe in you.
Yeah, at least it's not snowing this time.
Yeah. And hey, there'll be cookies here when you get here. Probably.
I'm already halfway there.
Unless Emerson unplugs the stove again.
Yeah, Carmen's already on the bike. The word cookies was it. They're gone.
Okay, so you were heading over to. Oh, I'm out of focus for a second.
You're always out of focus.
You're heading over to Jeanette's house.
Yep.
To have some cookies and hang out.
Cookies and crime fighting.
Now,
we're out of milk.
let's go ahead and do this. Let's establish kind of how how it works for you guys now that you're this kind of like really tossed together group out of like, okay, well, shit's weird in the city. And, and just be clear, you guys aren't going to continue your vigilante ways.
Yes.
Yep.
100%.
100%. Because if you're not, tell me now, we can end the campaign.
Yeah, actually, Jeanette's quitting. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
cool.
too risky.
James, cut the string.
Yep, I'm not doing that. We're gonna fight
Okay.
everything.
I got stuff. You can fight.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. I have a whole document called villains.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I made people. Now. Let's talk about. Let's just do this, right? So you guys. Gleam City is very active at night. Let's just call it the weekend, okay? It's the
Like
weekend
the singer?
now. Yes.
Okay.
The weekend is playing live in Gleam City.
He does this often.
He's doing a charity event for those who were hit hard in the Silver Defenders drug field rampage. He's doing a charity event, and it is this weekend. But that's not important. We don't have any sort of licensing to play the weekend's music, so I'm not going to do that. So imagine your favorite weekend song, and then that's what he's playing. But you guys are now together. I want to set this scene. I want to see what this is like, right? Let's do some. Let's play some masks, okay? So let's talk about Gleam City a little bit. Gleam City is a city that thrives at night. There's a whole section of Gleam City that is just vibrant. It's living. It's bright. There's especially right now. There's a lot going on, right? With of course the weekend playing. I guess that's canon now.
Oh god.
Yes. Now. Let's talk about the defining feature of Gleam City, right? The whole, like, for one, the city's logo is a lighthouse, okay? But in the heart of the oceanfront, this gambling, entertainment, and excitement sector of Gleam City is a massive, huge skyscraper that is built to look like a lighthouse. It's called the Beacon. It is Francis Mercury's, his wonder, right? His crowning achievement. It's the tallest building in the city. It's a hotel. It's a casino, and it's it's kind of where Francis Mercury bases his operations out of. And so you guys can see the beacon, and it does function as a lighthouse as well. It can absolutely do that, and it is the light is on now. And the light is not always on, but it is on tonight, and you can see it kind of like swirling up ahead. Just it's this massive beam of light that just and that is the city's central focus, right? So now it's nighttime. You guys are teenagers. You guys are not adults. This is an adult world that you are just living in.
But I'm pretty sure we're dressed up as our, hero
Yes.
gear. So
Which
Yep.
No one
brings me
knows.
to my next point. What do you look like? What does your hero outfits look like? Arby, tell us what Jawbone looks like.
Very involved. Which probably isn't the best idea for somebody who's so concerned about getting things done quickly and discreetly. But the costume for Jawbone consists of a this is gonna be hard to explain. It's a mix between like Renaissance fair like garb and armor and more diesel punk inspired elements. And it covers their entire body. There's also a hood attached with like horns coming out of it, made out of like animal bone. And I shouldn't look at the chat. Like goggles with green, like one big green lens. They're like old ski goggles from somewhere.
Yeah.
And a red and black gas mask. And the entire color scheme is red, black, and silver.
You look like you stepped out of some post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's like bits of bone on certain places. Like there's a small patch on the shoulder. Sometimes there's a rat. It depends.
Okay. I like it. Jawbone. Jawbone is a wonderful superhero, and I love the look. It's unique. It's hip, right? Carmen, what does locomotive look like?
Well, Locomotive is also diesel punk inspired, but a little bit more minimalist than Jawbone's. Like basically, Carmen's is like a harness with this like sort of brass bronze type breastplate, the same elbow pads, knee pads, these big bronze boots, and a helmet with like these sort of like 50s like aviator style goggles. And there is a newly painted black silhouette of a train on the breastplate. And that's just there. Yeah, there's a lot of skin showing.
Ooh.
They just put it on over their normal like muscle shirt and jeans.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So just a lot more like not as flashy.
Yeah, a little more minimal, practical, heavy as hell.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. Which leads us, of course, to Shadow Warden. What are you naked?
I am not. How dare you? So, Shadow Warden actually, not to sound nerdy, but he does look kind of like if Chewbacca was a werewolf. So he has, things coming down to the side where he has bandolier with blades in it. He does wear shorts because that would be inappropriate. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And he also has one of his favorite weapons, and it's very old, and it's a sickle. But he has that.
Oh, of course, to harvest wheat, right?
There's a backstory why he has it.
I would have never guessed you to use a sickle with any character, ever.
Yeah. If it's not a sickle, it's a scythe.
Which is a rad ass fucking weapon.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't use that on people, right?
No.
Good. Now, yes, Shadow Warden did not get the Diesel Punk memo. Now you guys are all together for the first time as your team outing to prowl the streets of Gleam City, which comes at a bit of a challenge now because, well, vigilante activity will not be tolerated. Now, excuse me. Now, what that means for you, well, who knows? What does that entail? But let's go about this, right? It's late at night. The city is now there are, as with all of these type of cities, there are multiple parts of the city, right? There's the more residential, you got the more like the big district for the ocean front here. Um where do you think you guys would be focusing your uh your prowl, your
The
superheroing?
sewers.
Not much activity going on in the sewers.
There's a whole bunch of shit going on in the sewers.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a lot of shit going on.
The sewers are where the party's at.
You did find some weird turtle guys. They were horrifically like mutated, and you had to put them out of your misery. So
Yeah, we actually didn't do that. That's just Johnny and Jimmy. They just live there. That's
We
Yeah,
ate
they
fine.
get-
pizza with them.
yeah, Johnny and Jimmy, they're couple goals, right? They're a mutated turtle couple, not brothers.
Mhm.
And yeah, they're engaged now. Actually, the engagement party soon, so you'll get an
Oh.
invite.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, Jeanette got invited, but Jawbone didn't.
Yeah, yeah. Jawbone didn't. So, where do you think you're concentrating? And not the sewers. Can't all be in the sewers.
Yeah, I have no
That's
desire
always-
to go in the sewers because I'm not a turtle.
Well, that's a great place to find rats and roaches.
I'm pretty sure there's some shit buckets up here.
Hmm. Well, not the sewers then. Okay. Well, I'm not going to make a decision.
Is there anything that appears to be shady in the area?
Shady. Oh, you're looking for the bad part of town?
Not necessarily looking for the bad part of
The
town.
not as good
I'm-
part.
The
Yeah.
bad part of town? No. Well, sounds like
Well, what I will say is not the bad
you
part
can
of town.
assess the situation, James. How about we have our first roll?
Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
I forgot
Yes.
that we had moves.
That's right. It's not all exposition and narrative. So we're getting our first roll, everybody. Now, just for those who are watching who aren't familiar with Mask, Mask is a game made by Magpie Gaming Games, and it uses the Powered by the Apocalypse system, just like Monster of the Week does. The Monster Hearts and Urban Shadows and all sorts of other games, which is a great base system to use. And Masks, excuse me, it employs it in a very unique way. So, but we are going to be rolling. And go ahead and roll those beautiful bean dice for assess the situation, which you roll with superior.
Mm-hmm. None of us have positive
Oh.
superior, do we?
Okay.
Nope.
I don't know. Do you?
So I'm.
I mean, I don't.
So I will roll, but it'll be at a -1. So
Well.
real quick, for let's see. All right, here we go.
And we're off. And everybody, we got a 7. We got a 7, which is a mixed success.
Delicious.
That's right. So that's fine, right? It's not a failure. We love to see that. So
Yeah.
on this, you get to ask one question. Now, do you have the move sheet, James? You have it. I have it. I can read you the questions.
Yeah, go ahead and
but-
read them.
Yeah. So you can ask, what here can I use to blank whatever you want to put into that blank, right? What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? Here is in the greatest danger. Who here is the most vulnerable to me, and how can we best end this quickly?
Who's in the most danger?
Well, okay. So, you guys have been prowling a bit for a while.
I'm always growling.
Oh yes, you're prowling and growling. Um, and you are in a bit of like an industrial area. It's not really particularly run down at all. But it's pretty inactive tonight. Uh, mm, it's on a part of, and it's like near the ocean front. But you're a little bit off from like this big main strip of entertainment stuff. So you can see the lights, hear the noise, see the lighthouse, the beacon, woo, woo, with its light. Um, but you see, um, like off in the distance, you see it something catches your eye. Every so often, you see just strange flashes of like glowing, of like every so often, just like flashing, flashing. And if you didn't know any better, you would think it was like fire, and it looks like it's off, like behind like a warehouse.
I see something. It's behind the warehouse. We should check it out.
What are you seeing?
You don't see the flames that are right over there?
Oh,
These
Yeah.
goggles aren't the greatest for night vision, I'll admit that.
Understood. But there's definitely some flames over there. And they seem pretty erratic.
erotic?
Erratic.
Erratic.
Oh,
Oh my god.
damn. Okay.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
god. I think you should work on this.
Sorry.
No, I think I was
It's fine. I
studying.
mean, if you want to go out there and ask him out on a date, then that's fine. But
I mean,
let's
he is
figure
hot.
it out first.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go take a look. I think. Yeah, we've got this. We've got this. We've got this.
I'm already jogging towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Locomotive meets caboose.
Ooh.
Stop looking
Choo
at it.
choo, motherfuckers.
Yeah, don't look at the caboose. So, you
This is
guys. So you make your way over there. Are you trying to make yourself known? Or are you trying to take a little peek ski? Just
I am definitely going to. I'm assuming that I can kind of climb along the walls, kind of like I'm thinking of like Underworld, how the werewolves were like just. I kind of want to do that, but
Okay.
be kind of peek around.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. There's
Kind of like take the high road so that
yeah, there's no, you don't need to really roll for that. There's no
mechanic that requires me to.
yeah, no, not really. I mean, I'm sure there are ways you can do that, but just for everyone at home, this is the first time I'm ever running masks. I've only ever played a very few sessions of masks.
Damn it, Cody! Stop apologizing. Just play.
No, I'm just throwing that out there. You know, okay. So don't just get off my back. I don't want to hear it. And he's sipping my delicious polar.
Nerd.
It's much better than what Marshy drinks.
Yeah,
Inspired Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Inspired Natter Days.
That's
He
right. It's
hasn't even
delicious.
had those in months. We keep making fun of him for
That's
it.
right. He drank it one time, and we're like, "That's all we ever think you
He did.
drank."
He did in fact drink it several times.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he? Because he's
At least 3.
He's a
At least 3.
bad boy.
Okay. What are we seeing here?
What
Cody?
are you seeing? So you guys creep along, and with Shadow Warden, he's really creeping, doing some weird shit, just
I'm not
scrambling on
creeping
the
very
side of a
well.
building.
We're just
You're-
jogging like normal people.
Yeah, you're normal.
I
ass
have very
fucking
heavy feet.
Yeah, you're clomping.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have the metal boots on too, so this is
Oh, yeah.
I'm not being quiet.
Oh, why did my phone just die?
Yes.
Oh,
I killed it for you. You're welcome.
okay. Well, that's weird. My phone. Sorry, it just threw me off. My phone never dies. Or did it just restart? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. Because I was looking. That's how I look at the chat. So sorry. So you come around. You kind of make a little bit more noise than perhaps you'd want to, but that's okay because of somebody. But that's fine. You hear you as you get closer to this, like behind this warehouse, you just see these, and then you hear the whooshing of fire, and you hear laughing. Um, and you survey this scene. You see there are two people, and well, there's actually three people. There's two people that are standing, and then there's one person who's kind of like cowering, like back up against a wall. And the one person uh is they're like almost like they're like playing with a Zippo lighter, but in their hands are like producing a fire and then extinguish it, producing fire then extinguishing it, and they're like looking at this person against the wall. They're like, just just come on, like, I don't know why you're being such a baby about this. I mean, look, Shift will forgive everything if you just pay him. Like, we don't have to do it like this. I mean, we kind of do want to do it like this, but we don't have to do it like this.
All right.
Um,
Gonna happen.
and you see that there's another. Now, the two people. Let me describe them to you. They're one of them is. I mean, they're both kind of tall. Um, and they one very clearly registers as a woman, and the other one's a little bit more androgynous. And the androgynous one is like completely bald. They have um like just dangling, like several dangling like earrings that kind of look like icicles. They're wearing these they're each wearing opposing jackets. One is wearing like they're both like wearing like long trailing jackets. One is like a dark red, the other one's like a dark blue. And they and in fact, both of you recognize them, who these people are. They're students at your school. They're twins. It is uh Aaron and what did I name them? What did I name them? I couldn't remember. Oh, Aaron and Andrea Stanhope.
Stanhope.
Yep.
Okay.
And well, as of if having power, them having like some powers, this is new to you. And they are like they're kind of like just surrounding this person, and they look to be having a good time here, as I've kind of like mentioned. So what are you going to do in this situation?
I want to do something stupid. Is what I want to do.
Okay.
No, I think I'm gonna hang back a little bit. And I would like to be able to roll like pierce the mask to be able to ask how can I get them to like stop doing what we're doing to this person.
Okay, sure, absolutely. Go
I've
ahead
got to
and
get them
roll
to knock it
mundane.
off.
Yeah, so Pierce the Mask
Mhm.
is a move. It's a basic move in Mask that allows the person rolling it to kind of see the intentions behind what's going on, like get something from the person, right? So go ahead and roll that mundane.
Fuck.
That's a failure.
That's a failure.
That is a
Now
failure.
remind me what I do on a failure. Not for me, for everybody else.
Fuck. What? That's how you get.
Shit goes sideways and you mark experience.
Yeah, you get.
Or
Yeah, just
potential,
like
as they call
yeah,
it.
you mark experience
Cool.
around that, because then just like in Monster of the Week, you can you'll advance when you meet the criteria.
Fantastic.
But like yes, so if you fail, you learn from it and you get experience. Don't we love that? So you try. So what does this look like? What does a 6 look like?
We're gonna get silly with it. So first of all, they look out at like these people that they know, and then their brain short circuits with like this newfound information that they have powers now, and they may not have before. And then they immediately like turn to the side and lift up the gas mask to throw up on the ground.
Oh, yeah, and like you were gonna look like you were gonna say something to them, but then it just all came up,
Yeah.
and it's loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you guys are just seeing Jeanette just retching, and these two, they turn to see you, and they they look at each other, and you're just like still throwing up, and they're like, what the fuck, who are you, what are you, are you throwing up, who
I
are
charge
you?
one.
You're gonna just straight up
I'm charging that one. Yeah.
okay, all right, so you're gonna
Just full on
directly
bum rush.
engage a threat, okay?
Yep.
So go ahead and
Let's see. That is
yeah,
danger.
that's a danger. Yep.
Come on.
Go Carmen, go Carmen.
Yeah.
It's funny, mundane is my one good step.
Yeah.
Which yeah. Such a silly move.
Yeah, after
Okay, it's not rolling. So
after Loco goes, then I'm going to jump from where I'm at and try to get in between the person that's being bullied and the other twin.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll
I was
resolve
gonna
that one in a
roll.
second. Yeah, go ahead and directly engage a threat, because this is
Yeah, it's for some reason
Is it not rolling?
It's not rolling. No.
well, I can roll for you.
Yeah, it's
I could also roll for you if you want.
I'm gonna roll.
Well, I'm just gonna take a look at their
fun.
sheet then.
Huh?
I'm just gonna take a look at their sheet, see what's going on.
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot this is different from the Janice sheet.
What?
It's their sheet's different from mine because they have all of the doomed stuff.
Oh yeah, the Doom stuff. Okay, so what is this, danger?
Yeah.
Cool, love that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, my good.
Cool.
Well, we love that, right? Ooh, we gotta.
Fun cheese.
I gotta change that.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. So tell me what this looks like. That's a full ass hit.
So I'm Carmen is charging at, I guess, the one that was talking, just a full on chart, head down, like with the metal helmet and everything. Not that they need it. And so on a 10 plus, I picked 2. I'm going to resist or avoid their blows and impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I mean, I would say that that is absolutely fair because uh you yeah, you just came charging out of nowhere, right? And they were just like and this is and you this is Andrea Stanhope that you see here. Um that who is talking and like kind of like laughing at Jawbone
Mm.
as she retched up her
Yeah, don't do
guts.
that.
Um, and you collide with just absolutely just collide with her, and you're gonna resist their or avoid their blows because yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a twofold thing. You get you just come out of nowhere and you just boom catch her right in the middle and she just goes flying back into like a metal warehouse door and you just hear bang and this is now let's talk about what this does, right? For characters and villains, right? uh, there's not necessarily a damage tracker, but we track what are called conditions. And in masks, the conditions are basically emotions, right? So how you feel, what is happening, how does this make you feel? And when you something happens such as this, there are conditions that you have to check. And villains are no different, right? You they will mark a condition for their uh for what has happened and they're gonna react. Now, I know exactly what I'm gonna mark here. And she take yeah, she's struggling for a moment to like get in there. Um Shadow, you are what did you roll?
Uh,
I
be
rolled
the
an 8, a
monster
hit,
is
and be a
it's
monster. So I have to. Actually, I'll put it on the. Let me put
Yeah,
it on
let's
here.
read that, shall we?
it's an interesting move.
Oh wow, it split it up, but you get the gist of it.
Yeah, so when you fright, intimidate, or cower others with your monster form, plus freak on a hit, they are thrown off and make themselves vulnerable to you or they flee.
So I rolled an
On a
8, so I had to choose 2 of these. So I think I'm going to choose to hurt someone or break something that I shouldn't have
okay.
because I'm jumping between the other twin and the person that's being threatened, and then probably frighten others. I had no intention on scaring.
Okay. Yes. I think that kind of makes sense for the situation. You see that the other one was turning to Jeanette to like see what they had done to their sister.
Mm-hmm.
But then you just jump in there and you just what does this look like?
So I like jump from like it's not like a 2-story building, but whatever the building's that's right there. So I'm thinking like a parking garage. I jump off the
Yeah.
roof and land like right beside the two, not the one that's getting pummeled by a locomotive, but the other one and the one and the individual getting threatened. And I'm about almost 7 feet tall, and I jump and just land and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And
Oh shit.
yeah,
And so this has a couple of effects, right? The first effect is that obviously um, you are throwing them off, and they are immediately going to react in a very visceral way. Like they're gonna just like, huh, and like you mean like it's not every day that a werewolf jumps off of a parking garage. It scares you, right?
mm-hmm.
And so they run over to their sister and uh, they uh, they help their sister up and you can see that there is definitely some fear in their eyes when they see you. Uh, and you know their sister is like holding her like side. They get up and her sister like um looks to you, uh, Jawbone, and she looks angry, but the other one is just frightened. It's like, just come on. We're going. We'll we'll
Oh,
figure this with shift out later. And
no, I don't think they're going.
It's like, get
but
out of
hold
here
on there.
before we change your diapers.
Yeah. So, well, one thing that happens is that you land on top of a car, like, and you just crush this car.
That's fair.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it just smashes. The windows just explode outwards, and you like crush the top down,
Now, what
and
kind of
then
car?
this would have been a Tesla, but yeah,
A alarm go off.
well, yes, absolutely. Um,
Excellent.
uh, but it yeah, it looks like some higher up who's working late is gonna come out to quite a scene.
Yeah.
And also you absolutely frighten this person who was down. They get up and they fucking run, like the person that they were like bullying. They start running
Oh, that
at
guy?
the side of you.
So we're here to help you. Stop
Uh,
running.
just let him go. I think yeah, he's fine. He'll be fine.
And now before we get further, James, can we take a little bit of a break?
Yes, we sure can.
No, we can't.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
pants.
Well,
Shit in
I've
your
already
pocket.
been planning on doing that on stream.
Shit in
That's
your pocket. Let's keep going.
wrong
Yeah.
choice of words.
Yes, we will continue this when we get back.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Was he?
And we're back. Hello. It's
Or
us.
are we?
Well, no, we're not. We're
front.
front.
Inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, you guys. So the guy is running. He was scared by a scary werewolf who just crushed a car. And there's a lot going on right now. Okay.
Yeah.
For crushing that car, he's going to pull out of one of his many pockets on his bandolier and leave a note and put it on the car.
You said that Andrea and Aaron were trying to get away, or like Aaron was trying to drag
Yeah,
Andrea
it
away,
looks
right?
like Aaron was pulling up their sister and trying to get her to leave. But Andrea seems a bit angry.
I would like to directly engage a threat using my powers, and depending on my role, I will tell you how I do that.
Okay.
I almost just rolled with Shadow Warden stats. This is why I shouldn't mess with other people's teams.
All right, so go ahead and
Arby.
roll.
Feel free to roll.
I am rolling.
He's like, oh, did Shadow Warden just murder someone? I guess so.
I guess so. Jeanette rolled it.
That's a bad miss.
Oh.
Wow.
Is it where I don't know why I'm up at the top? Fuck. God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, let me
level up on the first episode.
Yeah, well, let's tell you what this looks like, right?
So I'm gonna say that I was trying to, like, while wiping my mouth, reach out and generate bone for, like, over their feet to lock them in place. I don't know what you want to do with that. But...
what happens is that so you try to do that. It does not work because what happens now is that that Aaron, who is pulling up their sister and trying to get her to leave, stops that by stopping you in your tracks, right? By blasting a wave of ice at your feet. And your feet like lock into place, causing you to stumble and and they continue to drag their sister away, and that's what happens here.
Now, can I try to chase as they're, like, literally be scary and, like, run on all fours?
I mean, sure. I mean, that sounds like you want to
just to stop them. And
so this sounds like you want to I mean, you can unleash your powers here, or I mean, I guess this is directly engaging a threat as well. Yeah, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Go ahead.
Which one?
Directly engage a threat.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like what this is.
Wait a minute. Ooh. I have this move I can use. Active move. Not human enough. That uses danger. When you directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion, and I think this would be a terrifying fashion, mark a condition to choose an additional option, even on a miss.
Put that in the chat for me.
Yeah.
I could get your playbook up, but...
Nope, stand by.
I know I should already have it up.
I can put it if you can't, James. Okay.
Mark a condition to choose an additional option, even on a miss. Okay, sure. Well, go ahead and roll. And, you'll get an extra thing. So okay, that's a hit. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and you can take 2 of these as basically as if you had a full hit, but you do need to mark a condition.
Yep. Okay, let me see.
What are we marking?
Um,
It sounds kind of like maybe angry.
yeah, angry.
Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta. Yeah. So these. Um, yeah. So make sure to pay attention to what they do. Um, and yeah. So you are now angry. You are. So what 2 do you pick off the sheet? You can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Pick 2 of those.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take something from him.
Ooh, what are you taking from them?
Um, anything like if there's a cell phone or anything that looks like can be an indicator of who they are working for or who they're working with.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. So you do manage to um like freak them out, right? And they start running faster away from you because I imagine what's the other one is going to be frighten them.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. Um, one of their phones drops.
Mm.
Um, you do hear that it hits hard. So, but it is on the ground, and it looks like it's Andrea's. She goes to grab it, but
It's like leave the phone.
yeah, Aaron just is like it's fine. We don't need it. We'll get a new one. Just come on.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and they start running away. I mean, for like they're out of sight now.
Well, we can't have that. Mm-mm.
Well, I can take this to my friends so that they can run some analysis on this. It's definitely
The
above what
friend
I can
act-
do.
is the
But
friend actually you?
no, it is not.
Mm-hmm.
But this friend also is the one that's going to give me. So, a dear friend of mine happens to be another billionaire in this area. And he
What
goes
other
by the
bears in
name
this
of
town?
Arwen Hartman the third.
Excuse me.
Yes, Arwen Hartman. You know, he's
The third?
The third, yes. Now
Well,
he happens to be the CEO of the Hartman Technologies and Engineering, and has other things he does too.
hmm. Hmm.
Let's just
Okay.
say that this individual saved my life.
Okay.
When she saved her werewolf's life, well, kind
And
of
I
like a
will
Wookiee. It's a life debt.
pretty much.
So
Hmm.
Jawbone doesn't seem happy that they're running away.
No, not at all. Mm-mm.
So I mean, you've tried to stop them once, and that didn't go so well.
Yeah.
What is Locomotive doing?
That's a good question. Actually, I think I'm gonna actually be like once they're gone, I'm gonna turn and focus on getting the ice off of Jeanette's feet. Hold still, then just attempting to break the the ice, not her feet.
You can break my feet. Please don't though. I kind of need them.
Couldn't you like?
That's
fix
why
it,
I'm
or
not
is that
helping.
something you can do?
That's not a thing I should do. That's not that never goes well. I shouldn't do that.
Okay, so you can't fix your own broken bones yet. Okay,
I'm not allowed to.
but you can.
It goes bad. It does.
I'm gonna try.
Just don't break my feet. Don't break my feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna the ice.
Yeah.
Another icebreaker. Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, loco. That was punny. Ha 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 ha.
Well, as soon as I'm free, I do have.
Oh yeah, you're free.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna take off running, to try to find them. And thank you, Jenny, for reminding me I can do this. I actually do want to do this. Affixing the mask more securely to my face, ignoring the taste of bile. I am going to affirm the heroic identity of my mask, which is associated with the freak stat. I can do this once per session. I can affirm my heroic identity or my secret identity to switch my mundane with my mask's label, meaning that in this moment I would switch my mundane from a 3 to a 0 and my freak from a 0 to a 3.
Okay, and
nice.
And then I could switch it back next session if I really wanted to.
Okay.
Which I probably would. I think Jeanette likes being normal and empathetic. However, the time has come for a rat wave to essentially block the two of them off.
A rat wave.
A wave of rodentia. All kinds of rodents that you would find in a city. Rats, different mice, the occasion one beaver. Exactly one beaver.
Yes,
one beaver.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is going to be this is a very
powers?
verbose way of saying unleash my powers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let me switch my stats real quick so that I roll them correctly. We'll put them back later. What am I looking for? Unleash your powers. Thank you.
Oh.
The one success is for a rat wave.
I mean, hey, it works.
It works. So it's just a wave of rats across one of the streets, just like rising up from the sewers, coming out of the trees. The one beaver, just kind of blocking them off so we can get to them.
That one beaver like stands up on its hind legs and crosses its arms.
Yeah, that beaver is sitting there smacking its tail on the ground like it's doing cadence.
Yeah, like it's got a club.
Yep.
It's gonna make a dam out of you.
Yeah, and so this happens, and they get surrounded by these rodents, and you see that Andreas starts like blasting a few of them with fire, but like there's just yeah.
You're just little guys.
Yeah. They get barbecued, but there's too many of them.
I throw a single cockroach at her.
Yeah, and she's just like but no, but in this moment, you and here's the thing, out of nowhere, without any warning, silently, one of those mercurial enforcers slams down next to the two twins, and it stands like looking down at them, and it grabs them by their by their like shirts.
Mm-hmm.
and it just launches itself again. Like it doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything. It just grabs them, and you hear them screaming.
Oh
Oh,
God.
sounds like they got grabbed by the scruff.
I mean, yeah, they're right there. It's right there.
What did you guys say? My cord got unplugged.
God damn it, Cody.
All right, we'll redo it. Sounds like they got picked up by their scruff.
It's right there.
Thanks, Cody. You totally ruined it.
Come on,
Yeah,
Cody.
so sorry. So sorry.
Don't worry, fix it in post.
Yeah, but that they were just like this thing just stood there, looked down at them, and you didn't even hear it come. You don't know how it moved. You don't know anything. It was there, and then like a flash, it was gone with them.
We should leave.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or another one.
I just get down into the sewer.
You going down into the sewer?
Yeah, I open up a manhole and I drop
Yeah,
down
and you
into
see
the sewer.
Jimmy. He's like, hey, kid, come here. Come on.
What?
I thought you didn't like me.
No, I do. It's come on.
Yeah,
No, not after last time, Jimmy.
Okay.
Last time you made me play Clay Fighter. I don't want to do
I
that.
like Clay Fighter. It's great.
Jimmy,
Bad Mr. Frosty.
Jimmy,
Oh
please.
my god.
Okay, so
I forgot about that
then,
game.
or?
Clay Fighter rules.
Clay Fighter
Yeah,
is great.
yeah. Jimmy is that's the only game he plays. Just Clay Fighter. He's like, yeah. Do you have any idea how long it took me to hunt down a Clay Fighter? Do you?
The wedding is going to be Clay Fighter.
Yes. I'm gonna dress as Bad Mr. Frosty, and
the husband's blue suede crew.
that's right. Oh God, absolutely. And it's gonna be beautiful. Now, come on.
No,
So,
I don't, we're trying to run from the robot
So,
cop.
Yeah, I
are
saw
we,
that.
Are we
Real
splitting
messed up.
or?
Do you want to split up? I feel safer
I
down
mean-
here. I have to get back to
you go your way. You take the shadows. I'll go change I'll go take this shit off, and
yeah.
y'all just make sure we just drop a text or something when we get home safe.
Yeah.
Like,
Shadow Warden, do you have a way home?
Yes.
Okay.
if I don't get a text in 2 hours, I'm looking for you.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Maybe I'll take this Tesla. Nope, it's broken.
Yeah, you totally broke that.
You broke that one.
Mm.
But
You know what? No, you've killed people. This isn't the worst crime you've committed.
this isn't the
No.
worst thing you've done. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Fine.
clearly it is not.
This is probably like the worst thing we've done, but you know,
Just speak
it's
for yourself.
fine.
I remember my first time.
I mean, me too, but this is crime. Okay, yeah. Anyway.
Oh dear God, are we talking about that?
It's okay.
No, we're not.
And
My
so
bad.
you
We're
just
all
basically
grown.
see him climb up on the building and then like jump from roof to roof.
No versions in this sewer, and then jump and chase off.
Carmen's just gonna Carmen's gonna duck into an alley, put their armor in their bag, and just walk home in their tank top and blue jeans. Oh, it's not really a tank top. It's a Craigslist shirt that has the sleeves torn off because they don't sell sleeveless.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is like a hot pink color because, of course, it is.
As soon as I pop up in the alleyway where I left my bicycle and my my raincoat and jeans, I do call Carmen. Just to check in.
Okay.
I think Carmen has made it home. They took the bus.
Okay.
They're not
Now-
walking all that way.
Before we end this night, James, you said you were gonna send that phone to your friend.
Yes.
Okay, so this sounds like an an unleash your powers type of deal.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to just give this one to you for free.
Oh, that's
and
fair.
if you have a friend like that, then that's an extension of your powers. So go ahead and roll freak on this because you're trying to overcome an obstacle. Get your freak on, dude.
Thank you, Missy Elliott.
Kapow!
Kapow.
Wow.
Yes.
Your friend is very, very good at what they do. And
I would say so.
mhm. And you now the phone is there. I mean, you find a lot of personal information about them, but that wouldn't have been hard for you to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You get into their social media accounts and everything. And you don't see much except the only thing that really stands out to you is a text uh, group message from to people, several people. Uh, there's there's whose phone did I say this was?
Andreas.
Andrea,
Yeah.
yeah. So she goes by Burnout,
Nice.
and there's a text to fucking I can this one. Oh my god, sorry, I wrote this down. Freezer burn.
That's
Oh
awesome.
God.
Oh my god.
That's actually a cool name.
Burnout and
Yeah,
freezer
that's really
burn.
good.
And there's someone named Shitpost.
Oh my
And someone named Shift with a 1 instead of the I.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that must have been the person that they were talking to.
Yes, and it's a group text that talks about that they need to that he's sending them out to get his money because the while the boss isn't asking too hard for it, he doesn't want to give the boss a reason to, and that this is their test. This is what's going to this is what's going to really put them in the boss's favor. And you see that Freezer Burn is like, yeah, we got this, and I guess we're calling her Burnout now. Burnout is they're echoing their siblings' confidence, and you see Shitpost chimes in is like, yeah, well, you better hope so, because it's not easy to impress the boss, but it's real easy to get on his bad side. And this kind of conversation goes about this. So you are now clued into several more names that are connected to these two, but who they are, you don't know.
Well, 2 of them we do.
Yes, 2 of them you do. Yes,
Yes.
but the other 2 you don't. But you have names. You have, of course, their names: Freezer Burn, Burnout. Then you have Shitpost and Shift.
I like it.
Yeah, those are great.
Well, we'll start to investigate them at another time.
You do share that information with us, right?
Of course.
Or do you? Okay, cool. Cool.
That would be asinine.
I pick up a burner phone at the gas station on the way home.
Smelling like sewer. That's wonderful.
No one expects sewer smell from Jeanette Gemini.
Nope.
Never mind.
Simon might have.
Well, and I think here's the thing. we're going to go ahead and end it on that. Um, so you guys got some interesting information. You've met some baddies. We've established a little bit of what's going on, right? There's some fuckery going on. With who, why, how, and these mercurial enforcers are scary. You don't know what they're doing with those two.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I think they were more afraid of me.
So you wanted to end of session stuff on
I
screen?
I was just about to get to that. Okay. So perfect. So end of session stuff is basically how each person feels about the other, what they think they we're basically shifting labels, right? So okay, where's the end of the session stuff from this?
It's
page 86.
Oh, thank you. Let me pull.
I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. I'm not looking at
my book. Page
Ow.
86. Session moves. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. So it's where is it?
86 session moves. It's in the little blue area.
Yeah, well that says at the end of every session choose one. Yes. You grow closer to the team, explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself, why, and shift one label up or down. And grow away from the team, explain why you feel detached, take influence over you away from another character. So each of you has one of those three options to do. So let's start with Jeanette.
Fantastic. I already know what I want to do.
So what do you want to do?
So we're going to do grow into your own image of yourself here. That fight didn't go exactly all that well. I feel like Jeanette has known for a while that they're not the greatest at this kind of fighting thing. And it's starting to eat away at them. So what we're going to do here is we're going to shift mundane up and we're going to shift danger down.
Okay, I like this.
So danger's now at a -1. Oh, not a -2. Danger's now at a -1, and mundane is at a +1.
Okay, yeah. So Jeanette's feeling a little bit kind of a little less than useful.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like just a kind of normal person, you know?
Yeah. There was throwing up on the sidelines. There was the rat wave did nothing to help anything. There's no way to win here as just like a normal person with kind of shitty powers.
Yes. Okay. I appreciate that. I think those are good options for Jeanette. Carmen.
Let's see. I think Carmen is also going to grow into their own image of themselves.
Okay.
Like what they're gonna do, their freak is gonna go from 2 to 1, and their savior is gonna go up to 2. And this is because Carmen has feelings about the whole hero thing and doesn't really like being called that. But after this whole ordeal with them and stepping up for Jeanette and landing a pretty good blow against these guys, Carmen's like, you know what? Yeah, I can do this. This is where I need to be.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's a good assessment of the situation with Carmen. All right, Shadow Warden.
So, the Shadow Warden feels that he's definitely loving the danger. So, the danger will actually go up 1, and Savior will go down to -1.
Well, that makes sense considering what you did in this encounter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're feeling the thrill. Okay, yeah, it's interesting that none of you grew closer to a team, but this is just your first outing as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Yeah.
fits. You're kind of growing into yourselves into this post Golden Collective world, and you're kind of you're figuring yourselves out, and this is good. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot more to come, and uh, next session will be definitely. I think there's going to be a lot happening next session, so stay tuned. And we're very happy that everyone has joined us, and I hope you guys enjoyed this game. This is my first time running a mass campaign or running a mass game at all, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys had fun who are playing.
Oh, definitely.
This
I
was
did.
great. Yeah, I love it.
This is great. Mass is excellent. Now,
I didn't set out to make a totally pathetic young woman, but then I did.
but then you
And
then
I
now
couldn't
here we
be more
are.
pleased.
I love each and every one of your characters for very different reasons. Now, we don't have anything tomorrow. We are waiting to start our Gatewalkers game. Ben is going on a honeymoon, so them and Mary will be out for a while. So we'll probably start that in early April. Now,
Once they get back.
huh?
Once they get back.
Yep, once they get back. Anything on Monday, guys?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't.
I know
think
we're
so.
not doing degenerates.
Right.
Because we did
Yeah.
that this past Monday.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so either. Excuse me. So you can come back here next Friday for our other Friday game, which is going to be Corinne's Purge of the Serpent Hold, which is Scarred Lands, a third-party 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign setting. Corinne has been doing that game for a good while now, and it's pretty cool. Check it out. Friday around this, I think it's around the same time as this, and yeah, they have a lot of fun on that game.
Now, one thing, Cody, what I might do is tomorrow I might do another crafting check.
Oh.
And maybe even on Monday, so we'll see. Impromptu.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. We'll crafting check was a lot of fun when I was on it, so yeah, look forward to that. And Saturday, still next Saturday we don't have anything. We're still working on that alternating Saturday.
Unless I finally take over. I probably won't.
I know someone else in here that was thinking about it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'll be free in the coming weeks. I'll fight you for it. No, not really. You can have it if you want it.
Okay. If you want to.
Either way, either way, I'll be present. So
Yes.
I'm not arguing with that.
Well, look forward to whatever comes on that Saturday. And yeah. Anything else you guys want to plug?
Yes.
Okay.
Not James. Fuck. I messed up already. Jared in the chat and I are on a podcast called Darkened States. We're actually in terms of like episodes coming out, we're nearing the end of the first season. This next episode that's going to come out on the 1st is, oh boy, is it a doozy. So if you're interested, it's a Kids on Bikes campaign about like the power goes out and things get weird. So if you're interested in that, you can find it. Oh yeah, Jenny is also in it. She's mostly in the Parallax. But her character does show up from time to time. So I lost my train of thought already. If you're interested, if you're interested,
go check it out.
Podcasts.
That's right. Podcasts.
Ow.
It's everywhere. Wherever you find your podcasts. And anybody else? No? Okay.
Nope.
Well then, that's it for us guys. We're going to be seeing you next time, whenever that is. Maybe Monday. So That's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.